Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the Motorcycle Rescuer channel and I am Vengeance. There you go guys, again ignore the actual exhaust part, looks so much better. Looks so much better. What I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to cut the exhaust pipe down at the bottom so that I can put the end slip on. I think that'll be fine, I'm happy with that. And I'll sand and paint that part of the exhaust with high temp, because at the moment we just can't have that long ass exhaust at the back really hanging off. It just doesn't work. But come on man, look at that, it's a new bike already. That's stunning already. Pretty cool, eh? Do you know what that tank needs? It needs a sticker that says Motorcycle Rescuer. That's what it needs. Yeah, I'll paint the front wheel black. Yeah, I'll paint everything black. So, John, what I was getting at earlier is that we could potentially fabricate the rear panel to surround this seat, potentially. 1 minute, guys, let me show you roughly what I mean. This is kind of what I was considering, guys. No. There's something that works about that.
Could you, like, cut it and, like...
There is something that works about it. Yeah, I could definitely trim it.
Yeah, I think that...
But saying that, with these custom brat style bikes, they're meant to be minimalistic, aren't they? They're meant to be that. Hey John?
Yeah.
I mean, we were just saying, guys, the weight of this. Gary, look, the weight of that for a little engine. I'm worried about the Triumph, mate. The weight, I mean, the weight saving we've taken off a little bike is unbelievable. That's the look we're going to be going for, guys. So, I don't know what John's contemplating. You could see his cogs turning. There'll be something there that he's not quite sure about. I think John's probably considering how you mount the rear brake light, maybe. I was going to go to the seat. I was going to go up here to the seat. Let me show you what I mean. John, you're not keen, right? I was going to go like this, guys. Look, I was going to go like that.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
No. Ugly.
No, it looks alright, but it's not going to be good for
guys,
durability.
You know what, right? There's a key when making these bikes, yeah? You can't make them for yourselves.
Not making it for yourself, make it for somebody else.
Right, there's a rule. You have to make it with others in mind.
Yeah.
So you could spend 12 hours fabricating a little plate to put that onto.
And if you would upside down?
But ultimately, you could save 12 hours by putting it there.
And if you put it this?
How's that coming out your ass?
Listen, you're allowed to have it coming out your ass. No, it'll hit the wheel anyway.
You think?
And where are you going to put the number plate?
Oh, you need that one
Yeah.
too, eh?
That's the number plate there. I mean, that's my idea, guys.
Can you put it on the
Just
side?
flap around.
It won't flap around.
Of course it will.
It won't, because the seat's going to be rock solid.
And what if you would cut this one a little bit and then mount it, the seat a little bit inside in this one? You know, like cut it here?
I mean, if you cut it there, to be fair, you could fit all the original.
Yeah, and easy.
All the original. No, actually, you can't because of the wheel. Plus, it's custom. I mean, I've done this a few times before, so... Alright, John, what's your idea then? I mean, look, he's gaffer tape this back on.
Cut that there.
No.
Cut it along there.
No.
You've got that angle there. On there. And then you just bolt it into there.
What about the grab rails? Didn't they fit well? Behind you?
Nah.
No?
No.
No?
No.
I thought they did.
No.
I mean, if you want to fabricate something there, I'd say don't go for something like that. We've got sheet metal.
I think you need to bolt that light onto something solid, because if you go onto that, if you think about
Yeah, but that will be
when
solid.
when that degrades, it ain't, it's rubber, isn't it?
Oh, no, there's plastic underneath. I'd go all the way through.
Yeah, but then you kind of get all moisture in there, and it just after over time that will crack and it will just look really.
Yeah, but over time we won't have the bike. Gary's gonna own it. Yeah, I get that, John. Let me have a think. Right, I'll come back to you guys. All right, guys. So that, don't get me wrong, that's not structural, but nice. Wow, that's solid, John. While I was going to the shop to get some snips, I said to the guy, mate, I need something strong enough to cut John's toenails. And he said, John was the guy you had in here earlier. You better get the upgraded ones. So I got the best of the best. We're doing more and more metal work here, guys. Now, we're not the best at this stuff. I'm never ever going to lie. You was going to say speak for myself, weren't you? But it's best to have the right products. So, so that, John, is to house the lights, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not there for anything else. It's to house the light, and you've riveted that on.
Yeah.
Great. Honestly, mate, that was not a bad job at all. And actually, you won't see it with the seat on. So that's pretty cool. So that's going to house the light and number plate. That's going to be great. What we'll need to do is mount the light in a way that it sticks out so the number plate kind of comes down like this, with enough room to miss the wheel when a chunky monkey gets on it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting there. Wow, I love its shape. I think it's brilliant.
It's good, isn't it?
Brilliant. Alright guys, so one of the things we haven't even considered yet is how we mount the seat. I know it came with some brackets, but they're just not going to be the right ones. But we'll work something out. It might be that we put the brackets on and then we bolt through, something like that. The front we're going to use the original 2 screws here, and we're going to go through the tank, I believe, or through this rubber, something. We'll do something at the front. The front's not the issue. The rear is the issue at this stage. Alright guys, so we've got the tank bolted down. I might chop off the top of these bolts because it's easier to do, because I want the seat to sit a bit flusher than it sits at the moment. But ultimately we're kind of in the right direction, which is great. You can make some sort of mudguard underneath. I'm not that fussed. It will hit the bottom of the seat and that's fine. We're not going to have many electrics going underneath, so no issues there. There's going to be no under-seat storage, so no issues there. Right, what's next? So what I need to do is I need to chop this rubber away here because I want the seat to sit a bit flusher. At the moment it sits up high and it don't look right. It needs to kind of sit in line with this to look good. So I've cut this rubber off here, pull this off here, and then I may or may not need to chop some of that old bolt down. That again, it's not a huge issue. But ultimately now I want the seat, where is the seat? Here it is. I want the seat to sit more flush. So look, so obviously I can sit it back a little bit, but I don't like that. I like the seat to sit up kind of flush with the tank like that. But it's not easy to get that because the plastic's underneath, and at the moment it is touching. So once that rubber's gone, it's going to sit a bit lower and it's going to take away that gap. That, I think, that's my kind of theory. So I'll have a look at that and we'll see what we can do. So because of the design, that is the best it's going to sit. Because basically you've got this bit here. Now really this lip, if it was bigger, it would have covered just a little bit more. What you can do here is you can use rubber or something, just go over all of that. I might chop them a bit anyway. And they'll just kind of black it up and neaten it up, or even paint them black or something. Again, my ideal would be that it was further forward, and there's not really a way of doing it. That's as far forward as I can get it, and that's actually okay from a kind of. It's actually, I'd like it a little bit closer. How can I get it a little bit closer? Well, I need to think. What's stopping it? So this plastic here, the actual plastic there, is sitting there. So I could trim away these bits of the tank and this bit of the rubber, which would give me, you know, millimeters difference. Honestly, you could be there trimming all day. It wouldn't make a difference. The seat, I do not want the seat sitting up high like that. That's ridiculous. It's going to have to be like that. That's going to be it. what I'll do is, like I said, I'll put a bit of black on them bolts or something, or a bit of rubber over it or something to tidy it away, hide it. I've got loads of spare rubber over there, so we'll work that out. What I need to look at now is how we bolt this down. So we've got the brackets that go on here. How do we then bolt it to the frame? So guys, I'm doing that thing that I do very well, which is overdo things. I'm working on the rear fixing for this bike, but saying that, I am going to give up for today. It's 3 o'clock. I started at 8:30. I'm very, very pleased with so far what's happened. And I've got Sunday, and actually I'm off Monday as well. So I've got 2 days to carry on. We've also got everything we need to put the Triumph back together as well. So tomorrow I think it's going to be really interesting. I hope the weather holds up for me. But for now, I'm logging off. So listen, I genuinely want to know your thoughts on this so far. I'm extremely pleased. I want to know what this is I'm building. Flat tracker, I think it's a flat tracker, or a brat. But yeah, I want your opinions. I want your opinions on what I should do. Now I know a lot of you are going to say change the clocks. I haven't got the ability to change the clocks, and I'll tell you why. Because it's running an electronic system here rather than a mechanical one. I just don't know how to wire them in. You know, I have to be honest. I will look for Lex Motor equivalents in case they might have a little round one. I'm not sure they will. And this does have all of the other stuff on it. It does do everything. So I personally do just want to keep this clock, although I get that it's not great. I will be painting the front mudguard, of course. And I think I'll be creating side panels out of sheet metal. Maybe just round calf racer style ones. But I want to know your opinions on how this has gone so far today. Like I said, guys, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. I mean, I've been here for 8 or 9 hours, and it looks like nothing much has been done. But actually, it has taken that long, and that is the way this works. Great. Drop a comment, drop a like, thumbs up, share the video. I haven't asked you for a while. Share the video. Put it out on your social medias. Some people like watching. I had a new watcher sign up a few days ago. Really nice lady, and it's really nice hearing positive feedback. For me, this is what I do anyway. I'm here doing this anyway, so I just kind of throw the videos up. I don't think too much about them, but it's really nice when people say that they enjoy watching them. That makes me feel great. So I'm pleased. Lots of thinking about this bike yesterday. I actually went out in the evening with John. But I had a really great day yesterday building this bike. When it kind of all comes together, it's a great feeling, guys. It's really great. And that's kind of what happened here yesterday. You buy the parts, they don't cost too much, and then you hope that you can kind of make it work. So far it's definitely working. Now I've been trolling you lot a little bit with the calf / brat / flat tracker, blah blah blah, in hope that you lot did some research. I know at least 1 or 2 of you did, because you messaged me. The brat bike was designed, I believe, in Japan, probably in the 80s, and it was similar to the calf racer style. So it was about minimizing weight and simplifying the bikes. However, they didn't want the lower calf racer style bars. They wanted the high flat tracker. So it's actually a bit of a hybrid, the brat bike. It was popular in the 80s in Japan. It kind of disappeared throughout the world up until the last 10 years or so. I mean, don't get me wrong, people have been making them, but it's come back with the new craze of calves and this and that recently. So that's what this is. Now the reason what makes it a brat is a flat seat at the back. Flat, it can't have a bump, otherwise it would be classed as a calf. Although technically, even if it had a bump and these handlebars, it would still be kind of a brat, but it would be a really silly one. So flat seat at the back, higher bars makes it a brat. Nat's Phaser Bumblebee project would have been classed as a brat technically. So yeah, get online, do some research about that stuff, because it's really cool. It's part of the motorcycling culture that everyone should know, really. Some of your ideas were brilliant. Lots of them mimicked exactly what I was going to be doing anyway. Cut the pipe, clean it up, put on a attachment there. Now I've got options here. The angle of this is quite cool, so I can go for a longer, flatter pipe, which I think I might do. I can go for a shorter one. I'm probably going to go longer, flatter, actually, if I'm being honest. I'm going to chop this here for now, for today, so that I can remove the rear foot pegs. You all said remove the rear foot pegs. Now, in my head, this is really interesting, guys. In my head, they were attached to the fronts, and which is why I was talking about painting them up. And then, obviously, looking at them now, they're not attached to the fronts. So that's absolutely fine to do that, get rid of them. So cut the exhaust off today. Get rid of the rear pegs, we don't need them. Ideally secure the rear seat. Now what I was doing wrong yesterday was I was trying to get the brackets to sit on the outside. And I was bending them and messing with them. And then I thought, hang on a minute, if I turn them in, they will almost definitely sit on the inside. So what I'm going to do is sit them on the inside here, and then drill all the way through and secure them with a bolt. That's how the rear seats going to be secure. The front goes under here, it has a prong, it goes under, it's secured. The rear will be secured with bolts. And then I need to somehow work out how I'm going to put the light on at its angle later. So, where are we going to go for? I feel like I need to start kind of securing the seat so that it is kind of doing what it needs to be doing. I need to cut the exhaust. I think I'm going to get the seat out, see if I can get it kind of mocked up at least. For drilling. It's a great style of bike, guys. Now look, I put these on the inside, and actually there's quite a huge gap between the outsides. Now I've got options. I could put a bar or a bolt all the way across, so it'd be a slide out, lift the seat off. I think that would work really well. I think that's probably the route I'm going to go down. So you just line it up there, all the way through both sides. The other thing you could do is you could put a metal cable tie or even a plastic cable tie on the bottom ring there and come all the way around up to here, secure it down. I mean, it just has to be secure enough. Seats, you know, normally you have a little latch system on them or something, so it's not a huge issue how you secure the seats. It needs to be safe, of course. I think I'm going to go down the one long bolt route that I'll trim. Great, let me get this exhaust chopped off. Now, the reason being is that I can't remove the rear foot pegs because it's hanging on the exhaust, so I need to chop off the weight. So I'm going to get that chopped and cut now, just to give me the kind of, so I can start looking at the back end. And then I think I'm going to need to do lots of cleaning up. Once I'm in here, the swing arm and stuff, see them little rust patches, you can't really have them. Even that one up there, look, you can't really have that. That needs to be all tucked away, cleaned and painted over. And I think I'm going to use hammerite because it's thick and it's strong and it does exactly what it's meant to do with this stuff. So if I haven't got any in there, I'm going to get some hammerite and we're going to use that, obviously after a lot of cleaning. So the rear swing arm and anything you see that's got any kind of rust, clean, hammerite, let it dry. That's going to get you the best look you can from a bike like this. So, exhaust chop, brackets off, foot pegs off, and yeah, and then we'll see where we go from there. Check out how fast I can saw this off, guys. I'm not even speeding it up. Oh, one side.